Hi, my name is Michael, and I'm going to talk to you about microzoology. This field is a passion of mine, and I'll be sharing some of the most wonderful and eccentric types of microanimals with you. The first microanimal I'll detail is the tardigrade. Tardigrades are very small animals, about half a millimeter long, which are capable of surviving just about anywhere. They're called water bears or moss piglets because they usually live in moist moss and eat microscopic organisms. However, they are also capable of surviving atop mountains, at the bottom of the ocean, and in arid deserts. They accomplish this by anhydrobiosis, where they enter a near-death, ametabolic state during which they are no longer dependent on moisture to survive. Not only does this allow them to persevere through desiccation, it allows them to exist in environments such as highly irradiated vacuums near absolute zero. This gives them the particular distinction of being one of the only animals capable of surviving outside the Earth's atmosphere without shielding. Their anhydrobiosis also stalls their aging. Usually, tardigrades live 14 to 58 days, but with periods of ametabolism, they can live up to 6 years. Being able to pull off tricks like these has attracted the attention of a great deal of researchers over the past dozen decades or so. So much so that about 1,150 species of tardigrades have been described. Despite the spotlight, no one's exactly sure how tardigrades manage to stay alive during periods of such slow metabolism. Whatever the case, tardigrades are remarkable creatures and are a compelling example of why it's so important to study the often neglected world of microorganisms, and in particular, microanimals. The next organism I'll detail are the extremely diverse copepods. Copepods are marine crustaceans which inhabit a wide range of environments. Their name is derived from the Greek words meaning oarfoot. The study of copepods dates back to antiquity, where they were first recorded by Aristotle in ancient Greece, who described them as parasites of tuna and swordfish that looked like scorpions and were the size of small spiders. Much more recently, different species have been found, ranging from polar Arctic regions to hydrothermal vents on the seafloor with extremely hot temperatures. They occupy both freshwater and saline environments, and most adults vary from about 1 to 2 millimeters in length. Planktonic copepods are keystone species in a variety of oceanic ecosystems and make up the majority of zooplankton, and are therefore the focus of many marine biologists. A reason to be grateful for the presence of copepods is their propensity to consume mosquito larvae, thereby controlling the population of these important disease vectors. Collectively, they are a massive, living carbon sink and an important indicator species in the carbon cycle, attracting the study of many climate change experts. They are so incredibly prevalent that many zoologists claim copepods form the largest animal biomass on Earth. Having been studied for thousands of years, all while portraying new and interesting aspects of their characters, copepods demonstrate the benefits of continued research in the most minute animals. Lastly, I will discuss Rotifera. Rotifera, or real animals, are very small animals that measure up to 2 millimeters. They have miniature brains and transparent bodies which make their internal organs visible. They use cilia to move in a circular, spinning motion. Many have a single, two-toed foot with a natural adhesive to allow them to stay rooted even in the strongest ocean currents. Rotifers have a very unique gender split as well. Females usually clone themselves by parthenogenesis. This is because males have no mouths and are unable to feed. Furthermore, male rotifers are only born under certain environmental conditions, similar to how sea turtles as genders are determined by the temperature of the embryo. Their sole purpose is to find and fertilize female eggs before they die. Like certain sharks, a number of rotifers are ovoviviparous. They carry their eggs inside them until they hatch. Like tardigrades, certain rotifers, called deloid, are capable of anhydrobiosis. Deloid rotifers have been documented surviving at least 9 years in an anhydrobiotic state. They often share habitats with tardigrades as well. Many rotifers live in bryophytes, consuming or being consumed by tardigrades and certain copepods. They are unable to survive some of the more extreme situations that water bears can endure, but this is offset by their greater biological and behavioral diversity. The most amazing characteristic of the asexual deloid rotifers is the method by which they stay genetically diverse. These rotifers have been documented absorbing genetic code from bacteria, fungi, and algae they consume, and incorporating it into their own DNA. It's these amazing and unique peculiarities, whether or not they are directly significant to humans, that make the world of microzoology such an inspiring and intriguing field. Thank you for listening to my expose of microzoology. I hope you have found it interesting, enlightening, or at the very least, educational.